Hey guys, it is me, PrettiiiNickiii, and I am back with a bronzed goddess makeup tutorial. I am starting off with my NYX Shine Killer primer, and it is supposed to just give your face a matte look under your makeup. So it's going to basically remove all the oil and shine, making sure your skin is matte and fresh all day. So it's working out so far. Now I am using the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate to basically just make my brows a little thicker, filling in my eyebrows. And as you can see, I'm just using one of my angled flat brushes for my brows. And I'm just filling in my eyebrows with the pomade. Next, I'm just using my spoolie brush just to brush my brows down. And then I'm going to take my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW35 to highlight under my brows as well as on top of my brows. So as you can see, for under my brows, I am basically just lining under my brows and basically just blending downward in a downward motion. And then I'm going to do the exact same on the top of my brows. However, I'm going to be blending upward. And all I'm doing is just outlining my brows with this concealer and blending up. And I'm just using a regular flat angled brush. Now I'm just taking my beauty blender. It's not wet or anything. I didn't wet it. And I am just blending out the concealer under my brows and on top of my brows. And I'm taking my spoolie brush again and just brushing my brows down one more time. And this just makes them look natural. Now I'm taking one of my e.l.f. stippling eyeshadow brushes, and I am using MAC's powder blush in Blunt. This is a matte color, and exactly how it looks, it is a brown reddish color, and I'm just using that as my transition color in my crease. And I'm just blending that out. This is my transitioning color. This is what's gonna pull both all of the eyeshadows that I use together. Now what I'm doing is taking just one of those regular eyeshadow brushes, and I am using the Love and Beauty by Forever 21 Natural Palette, and I'm just taking this very shimmer sand color, and I am going to just pat that down onto my lids. I'm not rubbing or anything, I'm just patting it down because I just want to get a really nice sandy color onto my eye. And notice I'm only putting that on my lid. I'm not bringing it up to my transition color at all. I'm just patting it lightly onto my lids. Next, I'm going to take this gold color that is also in the Love and Beauty by Forever 21 Natural Palette. I'm taking this gold color and I'm just doing almost like a little bit of a circular motion in putting this on my lid. I'm putting it on my tear ducts and like the inner corners of my eyelid, and I'm just doing like a circular motion. I am going over a little bit of my transition color as well as to like the middle of my lid. So you can see it's kind of in like a circular half circle motion that I'm applying the gold eyeshadow. And this is only to just bring out the color more. It doesn't have to be perfect at all because you are going to take your transition color and blend it all out anyway. So this is just to get your gold color in there. And now, like I said, I'm taking my MAC powder blush in Blunt and really just blending my transition color out again, and just kind of blending out the golds that I added to my lids. And as you can see, it is kind of mixing to be this really pretty color of reds and browns and golds. And I'm just taking that gold again and applying it to under my eye as well as on my lid, just to make sure I have that color there. And like I said, doesn't have to be perfect right now. You are blending, blending, blending. The next thing I'm taking is a darker black goldish shimmer color, which is in the same natural palette by Love and Beauty by Forever 21. And you're not trying to create a smoky eye, you're just trying to give your eyes a little depth. So I'm applying a little bit of that to the corners, the outer corners of my eyelid, and I'm also applying it on top of my transition color. And this is only to give my eyes some depth. We're not trying to create a smoky eye, so I was very, very light with the product. And here I am taking my same brush that I used for my transition color. I'm just taking that brush again and just blending out my eyeshadow. And so I went off camera and did my lashes and eyeliner. And now I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation. This is in Soft Sable. That's the color. It's a little light, but it oxidizes really, really well and ends up being my color. And I'm just using another Forever 21 foundation brush that I found, or actually no, this brush is from H&M, and I'm using that brush just to apply my foundation. So as you can see, and so all I'm doing is taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deepest and setting my foundation with a big powder brush. Now I'm going on to my concealer. I am using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. And I am using that in the color Honey. And I am just basically drawing in my upside down triangles under my eyes, also hitting my nose, my forehead, and my chin area. And it's about to show in a little bit, but I am trying out this new technique for my concealer for under or for my actual chin area. And basically I found this method online and I found a picture, so I'm about to show it. But it's basically to kind of help me with my concealer game on my chin area, because every time I put concealer on my chin, it just, you know, it looks regular. It doesn't look, you know, I don't have that sculpted look that I really, really want. So I use that picture to kind of help me out for this new technique that I'm trying out. And as you can see, I'm just applying the concealer everywhere, forehead, chin, and I even did my Cupid's bow. And now all I'm doing is using my beauty blender. Again, it's not wet. I'm really just relying on the wetness of the product, and I am just, you know, buffing out and blending out my concealer. I'm not rubbing or anything. The video is sped up, but I'm not rubbing. I am really patting and packing the product into my skin. Had something in my eye. So now I am going to be using my contour color. So I am using Black Radiance. Black Radiance is concealer stick, and this is in the color 8004. And I am just applying that to my cheekbones. I am applying it in kind of a half moon-ish type of shape, just to kind of emphasize like my cheekbones. And I didn't want a just straight contour. I wanted it to kind of be curved a little bit to show my cheekbones and emphasize my cheeks when I smile as well. So that's what I used, and I'm just taking a small stippling brush by e.l.f. and blending that concealer contour color out. And I'm doing the same for my chin. This also gives kind of a sculpted look, and same with my forehead. So now what I'm going to do is set my concealer, and I'm setting my concealer with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-hour powder, and this gives a matte finish, and I'm just setting it with this powder. This powder is lighter than my foundation, and so that's why I wanted to use it to just set my concealer with. And it's also going to tone it down a little bit and just make it easier to blend everything out when it's time to blend. And now I'm just going to take my Shea Moisture illuminating powder in Mandalay Dusk, and I am going to use that to set my concealer. And it's also going to add a little bit of a shimmer, because this powder that I'm using by Shea Moisture is illuminating. It does have just a little bit of a shimmer in it. And as you can see, I'm just applying that to everywhere I put my dark contour color. And then I'm just taking my big fluffy brush and blending all those sharp lines out. The secret to highlighting and contouring is blending and making sure you blend. So that's what I'm doing here. And you can see my contour and highlight. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of my Shea Moisture illuminating powder in Mandalay Dusk and just apply a little bit of it back to my cheekbones. I just want my cheekbones to pop a little bit more, so that's why I added a little more. And this is my highlight and contour. We're definitely almost done with the look. And I'm just pulling a little bit of that Mandalay Dusk down in my chin area and blending out again. And here I am just admiring my beautiful contour. So now I am taking Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz, and I'm applying that to my cheekbones as well as my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin and forehead. Just anywhere I have my highlight, I'm kind of applying that to all of those protruding places. And I'm just taking my fluffy brush and blending it out. You know, this is really just a big blending exercise. So that's all I'm doing here, just blending. And now I'm taking my Sleek Cosmetic Blush by 3, and I am going to be using the color Guipure, and it is a kind of a rose color with a little bit of shimmer to it, and I'm just adding that to the apples of my cheeks and just blending upwards. And I'm just applying a little bit. I already have a lot of shimmer on my face today. And just doing more blending. Now I am taking this brown lip liner pencil and lining my lips, as well as filling in my lips a little bit. This brown is kind of like the color of my skin. It's like one of those nude but better type of colors. It is definitely brown girl friendly, so if you are needing a brown lip liner, definitely look for something like this. This was just a random beauty supply store brown color. And then I am topping it off with Wet n Wild Mochalicious in 914C. This is also kind of a nude but better. It's kind of a darker nude, really good for brown girls, women of color. And that's basically the look. So that basically concludes it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.